Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that impacts all kinds of relationships. Whether it's with a partner, a family member, a friend, or even yourself. It's one of those age-old questions that seems simple, but when you think about it, it opens the door to deeper reflection. What really matters more, quality time or quantity time? Let's start by looking at what those terms actually mean. Quantity time refers to the amount of time you spend with someone. It's about being around each other frequently, sharing daily routines, being present during everyday moments, and simply having time together in abundance. On the other hand, quality time is about presence, connection, and focus. It's less about how long you're together and more about what happens during that time. Are you engaged? Are you listening? Are you truly connecting? When people ask which one is more important, the answer isn't as black and white as you might think. Some argue that quality time is all that counts. After all, you can spend an hour really connecting with someone and walk away feeling more bonded than after a whole weekend of distracted interaction. And that's true, being present and intentional definitely carries weight. But it's not the full story. Others believe relationships thrive in the ordinary, everyday moments. It's during those small, routine slices of life, folding laundry, eating meals, running errands, that real emotional intimacy builds. The constant presence, even in silence or boredom, creates familiarity and trust. Without those consistent interactions, it's easy to feel distant, even if you share the occasional meaningful conversation. It's important to understand that time together doesn't always automatically lead to closeness. Being physically present doesn't mean being emotionally available. Think of a couple who lives together but barely talks. They sit on the same couch, maybe watch TV side by side, but if they're not engaging, not listening, not truly there, then all that time means very little. That's when you realize how vital quality time really is. On the flip side, think about those who are only around for the big moments, birthdays, holidays, special dinners, but are absent from the daily grind. While those highlights might seem impactful, they can feel hollow if they're not backed by consistency. You don't really know someone's life if you're only around for the curated events. You miss the messiness, the realness, the moments that don't make it onto social media or into holiday cards. So, what really matters? The truth is, we need both. Quality time and quantity time aren't in competition. They work together. Quantity time sets the stage for quality moments to happen. When you're around more, you naturally create more opportunities for genuine connection. Some of the most meaningful conversations don't happen when we plan them. They happen in between things, in spontaneous bursts, during commutes, chores, or quiet moments. Without the frequency of those small windows, the big moments may never come. Take parent-child relationships, for example. Some parents, due to work or other obligations, aren't around as much as they'd like to be. To make up for it, they plan special outings or buy gifts, hoping to create memories. And while those gestures come from love, what kids really crave is presence, daily presence. Bedtime stories, attention when they talk, help with homework. Kids remember the feeling of being seen and heard every day, not just on special occasions. And studies back this up. It's consistent involvement, more than occasional highlights, that builds secure attachment. Friendships, especially in adulthood, also need both forms of time. We often trick ourselves into thinking that seeing a friend once a month for a deep catch-up session is enough. And while it's better than nothing, the truth is that friendships often fade not from lack of depth but from lack of regularity. Without frequent touch points, we drift. We lose track of each other's lives. Inside jokes die off, familiarity fades. Quality conversations need the support of shared history and ongoing connection. The depth starts to feel forced when it's not grounded in everyday contact. But let's be real, life gets busy. We work long hours, we juggle responsibilities. It's hard to be physically available all the time. So what do we do when quantity time is limited? The answer is to become more intentional with the time we do have. If you only have 30 minutes in the evening, make it count, be present, put the phone away, ask meaningful questions, offer your full attention. those small investments make a big difference over time. Even short interactions, when done with presence and intention, can bring people closer. A 2-minute check-in call, a thoughtful message during the day, or even just sitting quietly and being truly there, can build connection more than hours spent together while distracted. Everyone also has different needs when it comes to time. Some people feel closest to others through frequent interaction, even if it's light and casual. Others value concentrated, one-on-one time more deeply, even if it's infrequent. That's why communication is essential. In any relationship, it's worth asking what kind of time makes the other person feel valued. Do they want more daily interaction? Or do they prefer meaningful but occasional moments? Getting on the same page helps prevent misunderstandings and unmet expectations. And we can't ignore the relationship you have with yourself. This concept of time applies internally too. Just because you're alone doesn't mean you're spending quality time with yourself. You could be by yourself all day, lost in distractions, not really paying attention to your thoughts or needs. That's quantity without quality. But when you sit with your feelings, journal, reflect, or even just breathe in stillness, that's when you truly connect with yourself. Like any relationship, self-connection requires both time and presence. In the end, quality and quantity aren't either-or choices. One isn't better than the other in every situation. They serve different purposes, and when they come together, they create the kind of relationships we all want: close, fulfilling, and real. Relationships grow stronger when we're consistently around and when we're mentally and emotionally engaged. Being there often increases the chances of being there meaningfully, and being there meaningfully makes the time we spend matter more. So instead of debating which is more important, maybe it's better to focus on how we're showing up during the time we do have, whether it's 5 minutes or 5 hours. We can ask ourselves whether we're making space for real connection or just going through the motions. If there's a relationship in your life that feels off or distant, consider whether it's a matter of not enough time, or not enough attention, or maybe both. Then think about what you can do, even something small, to shift that dynamic. Maybe it's a short call, a meaningful conversation, or simply showing up and being present. Time is one of the most precious things we can give, but it's not just about how much we give, it's about what we bring into that time. With balance, presence, and intention, we can make the most of both quality and quantity, and build stronger, deeper, and more lasting connections with the people who matter most. Thanks so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, feel free to like the video, share it with someone important to you, and subscribe for more thoughtful content. Until next time, take care of yourself and take time, real time, for the people you love.